So we've talked about how you need to be, but there's another element where you need to cultivate the entire environment during the labor period. You need to make sure the lights are dim. You need to make sure there's water so that you can give her water. You need to make sure the nurses are around, or if you need to call for help, what's happening here, right? If you need to put some Quran on in the background to soothe her, if that's not working, maybe some nature sounds, maybe some sounds of the ocean, some sounds of rain, something to bring the environment into a much calmer environment. These are something you should think about that entire time. It's something you need to cultivate, because your wife's not going to be able to do anything here. She's focused on a much greater and grander task. It's about you creating that environment during this labor period to make sure that she's calm. She's able to just focus her energy. She feels reassured by you. Again, those emphasis on those words. I'm so proud of you. You're doing a great job. I love you. I'm so grateful you're here delivering our baby. These things cultivate that entire environment. Encourage her to do tasbih. Encourage her to say subhanallah. Encourage her to say astaghfirullah. Remind her that what she is going through is such a big blessing. At the same time, for all of her efforts, she's going to be rewarded. It's a time where you encourage and bring that faith in to make the journey easier, make it more bearable, make it rewardable for her. And this is a peak time where you are kind, where you are supportive and loving, where you stroke her, you put her hair back. If you feel her gown is maybe kind of coming where it's showing her body a bit too much, cover her. You want to cover your wife. You want to make sure she feels modest. You make sure she feels beautiful in this scenario, because there will be so much movement that this is a time where you need to be prepared. It's a time as a man, you can't get scared or be blank or not know what to do. You've got to be ready for all scenarios. Another thing that one of my friends, he mentioned to me, he said, bro, be prepared. There may be a lot of blood. And it's something that I thought, I'm not scared of blood. I'm not going to faint. But at the same time, it may be an advice that is needed for someone out there. They may get queasy. They may be put off. But it's not the time to be put off. It's not the time to feel like that. It's the time to understand this is a natural process. You ignore all of that. Firstly, remember that your wife is going to feel even more conscious if you're making issues about these things. You got to go, it's fine. Everything is fine. The most important thing right now is the labor and delivery and the feelings of your wife. So remember, whatever else is happening, it doesn't happen. It should be ignored. Nothing is happening. You be a man and you be firm here. The other thing, this is a time where you are on active duty, just like your wife is in active labor, right? It's not a time to be replying to people, scrolling, getting your broadcast message right now, and I'm going to have a baby. This is not a time for that. You need to be completely present. You need to make sure you're there. If that means you need to down an energy drink or down a coffee just to get a caffeine rush, you've got to be prepared. Remember, some of the labors can go on for multiple hours and many hours. By many hours, some can even reach up to about 72 hours, right? Which is a very, very long time. Of course, not all of that needs to happen in that stage. You just need to be aware that this could take several hours, ranging from a few to a very large number of days even. So it's something you've got to make sure that you have the ability to run that marathon.